What's up everyone? This is Pedro with another video. In this video I would like to show you how you can have a properly set up automated workflow that could work for you 24/7. In this video we will assume that you already have a funnel with a proper form, submit form linked to the funnel. Now, to make everything simpler in this video, I named the funnel My Landing Page. That will be the name of the funnel, and also the form will be My Landing Page Opt-in Form. So just keep those two things in mind because I'll be going I'll be going back and forth using those names. And one thing I realized is that when I tried to do all these things, all these in the past, it was very confusing because you need to have, in order to have a workflow or automatic workflow working for you 24/7, everything needs to be set up in place. The tags needs to be in place. The trigger needs to be in place along with the tags, right? And just little things like that. So let's see here. So we're gonna start with step one, assuming again that you already have the funnel in the form and everything linked to the funnel already, just to go ahead and collect information, name, email, and maybe phone number, things like that. Okay, so that is set up. Now the step two will be create a tag. Now here I created two tags and I explain why I created the second one later, but the first tag will be My Landing Page Opt-in Form. That will be the name of the first tag. My second tag will be My Landing Page Workflow Campaign is finished. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step, what we're going to do is, let's see here, is you need to create a pipeline. This is where all the prospects are going to go, and they're going to go through a series of stages. You can go stage one, new lead, stage two needs to be contact, stage three, interactive with the prospect, stage four, ignored, right? Stage five, booked the call, stage six, made a sale. That's your pipeline. And those are the different stages that you will have in that pipeline. Okay, now for that you need to go to opportunities. You click in opportunities and you have none yet, so you need to click on pipelines and you need to create a new pipeline. Name the pipeline. I named it My Landing Page, and I create a series of stages that you can go ahead and see here. Stage one will be new lead. Stage two will be finished campaign but has not been contacted, need to contact, right? Stage three will be My Landing Page. That's the name of the funnel because I don't want things to get confusing. And then I added if I interacted with the prospect, or stage four if I didn't, and then you follow along all these stages. Member booked the call, then missed the call, member follow up, you know, sold, or you lost that prospect. You can make it simpler. You can add a series of more stages. It's really up to you. So once that is created, you're going to follow the next step, and that will be step number three. Step number three is that you need to create your triggers. Your triggers are under automation. Click there, and you're going to be sent to this area. You have workflows, campaigns, and triggers. Click on triggers and then add a new trigger, right? My first trigger will be My Landing Page Opt-in Form. Remember, those are the names of the tags, right? I'm keeping everything the same. And the second trigger will be My Landing Page Workflow Campaign is finished. Same thing, tags have the same name of triggers. Just keep that in mind. We'll click on the first one so you see the process. The first one will be name. I already named it, but the first trigger will be My Landing Page Opt-in Form. Same name as the first tag, remember? Now, what should trigger this rule? For everything to take place, you need to have, remember the when I mentioned the form? That's where the form comes in. It says here, which event should trigger this automation? It will be when the form is submitted. When the prospect enter the name, the email, the phone number, or whatever you're collecting. And then it says define the filter. The form is, look for the form. I have different forms. This is the form. That's what I named the form originally. My landing page opt-in form. Step 2, what actions should we perform? So when you have a workflow, see if I can find it here. When you have a workflow, you need to have a trigger set up for this workflow to take place. In this case, I want that when I add this tag, this workflow to be triggered. So you click the options here. There's many. Mine option was contact tag. Here, this is what it will be like this. It will say contact tag, but I named it. / my landing page opt-in form, just to keep everything in order and in the proper sequence, and that way I don't get all confused. And then the filters. When the tag is added, and then they'll ask you which tag though. Well, that it will be my landing page opt-in form. That tag. Now, this will take place. Why? Because I already set up the trigger with that particular tag. Otherwise, if I try to do that, the tag there, and I try to run this workflow, nothing's going to happen. I will have the client, the customer, the prospect in my contacts. It will have the name, whatever I call it, collected, email, number, maybe. But none of this will happen because the trigger is not being set up. So that's why it's important to have a trigger set up with the proper tag. Okay, let's go back. And when the form is submitted and then the tag is added, I selected the first tag, which is my landing page. And then I like to add another step, which will be to add as an opportunity. You want to add this client and to be added to the right pipeline, right? Because it's a new opportunity. And the right stage. Stage will be number 1. In my case was new lead. If you remember, new lead, that's my stage 1 on that pipeline. So you do that. I don't mess with this opportunity name, opportunity source, because if you put something here, when you go to this area, you should be having the name and the email. But if you put something on that area where it says opportunity name, it's not going to show the name. It's going to show whatever you put in the opportunity name. So don't mess with that unless you know what you're doing and you need to track it in a different way. But if I don't press anything there, my prospects are going to be here with the right information, their name and their email and the phone number and all that. All right. Okay. Source, I don't mess with it because then you can track where they're coming from, which is pretty cool. They're trackable. Lead value, you can add the value of the lead. If you're selling a product where the low end ticket is maybe $30, you can put that, start that way. Maybe the high end ticket is $1,000, then you can put $1,000. It's really up to you. That will help you to just kind of see how much potentially you can make if the sale is closed, right? So you created that trigger, and then let's go to remember to save it. Go up here and save, and make it active. So remember that. Then we're going to select the second trigger. My landing page workflow campaign is finished. We click on that trigger. What is going to set up, or what should trigger this rule is when this tag is added at the end of the workflow, that's when I want it to get triggered. So when the tag is added, which tag though? You know which one, the second one. My landing page workflow campaign is finished. And then the step 2 is what action should we perform? And I want them, or the system, to automatically grab the prospect from stage 1, which was as a new lead, to move it to stage 2, finished campaign but has not been contacted yet. Then in a few days, I'll see them here. Once the workflow and everything has been done and they went through the whole workflow, boom, automatically the system's gonna move into stage two, which I like. I like, and it's pretty cool. Then I see who is here, and then it will be like, okay, now I know that I need to contact them. I can contact them through a text message, another email, maybe give them a phone call. That's really up to you. Set up an appointment with your calendar. Really up to you, and you can set up triggers for that. More complex, I'm not going to go over that right now for the sake of this video as well. Second trigger is set. You're good to go. What are we doing now? Obviously, I was showing you this section here where the workflow was already set up. But if you don't have a workflow, you need to create a workflow. So you need to go to automations and find the workflow, right? Create workflow, name it, and then you set up the proper steps, actions, email 1, email 2, email 3, email 4. You do whatever you want to do. If you would like me to do a video about how to create a proper, or maybe nice, decent, beginner-friendly workflow, I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. Go to, and then I'll explain all these things about settings and all that other stuff when I do that. Either way, you want to make sure this workflow works. Let's create a trigger. I already showed it to you. When you add the tag, this is going to get triggered. First tag, my landing page up to inform. Boom, trigger is going to, all this is going to be triggered. They're going to go through the whole workflow sequence. And then what I do at the end of the sequence, I add another tag which says remove tag. You go here, click on the plus, go to remove tag, right? And when you do that, let's see if I can take this off. When you do that, it's going to ask you which tag. Well, you're going to remove this tag, my landing page opt-in form. And then on the next step, I will do add a tag. What do? I add a tag. I add which tag is going to ask me, which tag. And I look for all the tags I have here. I select the second tag that I talked at the beginning. This tag, my landing page workflow campaign is finished. Remember the trigger? They finish the workflow. Boom, they're going to be set up, add on to the stage 2 so I can contact them and I can follow up with them. And that in a nutshell, that's what it is. The whole funnel is set up. Proper funnel with the proper form, proper tags, the proper triggers for the specific tags, right? Then you set up the trigger and the tag for this workflow, and that's it. It takes a lot of practice too, so I will suggest you to watch this video multiple times, implement what you saw here. If you have questions, comment in the video below, or in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply back. And if you'd like me to add in a specific or create in a specific video about anything, something specific about Pipeline Pro, I'd be happy to do that, because I can create maybe a video of how to create the proper form for the proper landing page. I'm sorry, for the proper funnel, right? How to link those two together. How to other things. You name it. Just let me know. I'll be happy to do that. And I hope this video helps. I hope you found it very informative. I will appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. And I'm look forward to create more content, more videos about different ways you can make money online as well. It's not just about Pipeline Pro, but I'll be creating more videos about Pipeline Pro. I believe it's a great software. I used to use ClickFunnels. I used to use Aweber. Nothing bad about them. It's just that when you can find a system or a software where it gives you all the CRM built in for a single price, I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? And it just simplifies the work. It just simplifies everything, especially if you have an active lifestyle like I do. It just makes everything better. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe. Ask questions if you have any. I'll do my best to reply back and to create more content. Talk to you soon. Bye.